Ruby where the divine. Oh, what you to come with the same one? Ruby where the divine.
Wherever I go, my sweetie darling, you'll be my ruby. Can't you tell me got your Charlie lower party bucci?
You will always be my baby.
You will always be my honey.
You will always be my baby. I'll never let you go. You will always be my baby.
You will always be my honey.
You will always be my baby.
I'll never let you go.
Ruby, 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 baby, you're my Ruby, 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 honey, you're my Ruby, Ruby, sweetie, you're my Ruby, Ruby, baby, you're my Ruby, Ruby, baby, you're my Ruby, Ruby, Salma, you're my Ruby.
Exclusive from blazinggems.blogspot.com.
Ruby, 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 sweetie, you're my Ruby, 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 honey, you're my Ruby, 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 baby, you're my Ruby. Wherever I go, my sweetie darling, you'll be my Ruby. Wherever I go, my sweetie darling, you'll be my Ruby.
She's a Ruby Piquesta. He's a Ruby Okefo. He's a Ruby Coqueto. He's a Ruby Pokelo. She's a Ruby Angelo. He's a Ruby Likemu. He's a Ruby Mio. He's a Ruby. You will always be my baby.
You will always be my honey.
You will always be my baby.
That is a collaboration of Sulu Pincio featuring the beautiful Salma, and the song is called Ruby. Right here on the Power Breakfast, we are joined in the studio, that is by Sulu himself, who will be gracing us with his presence as we'll get to dive into his personal life. Where has he been? I'm sure you have been asking this question. What is he doing now? We'll find out later. Let's take a short breather. We'll be right back.
Non-stop hits, all day, every day. Power FM. Voice of the People is a dynamic and interactive radio phoning show that gives listeners a platform to voice their opinions on current affairs, social issues, and community concerns. With engaging discussions, expert insights, real-time audience participation. Voice of the People.
He's our celebrity guest this morning, and his name is Sulu Pincio Banda. But yeah, you don't know him as Sulu Pincio, you just know him as Sulu. Does anybody even call you Sulu Pincio?
No, not even my family. They've forgotten that I'm Sulu Pincio.
Oh my.
They call me Sulu.
Yeah.
I'm like, but me, I'm very cautious. I look at them and say, nah, this guy, what are they presenting? Well, they don't know that I'm Sulu Pincio. But it's cool, it's all good. You know, I did this myself, so I have to face the consequences.
The consequences, eh? All right, so now let's kickstart your journey as Sulu. Why did they even cut it short? Like why does nobody even call you Sulu Pincio at this point in time?
You know, it was, I think, 2013, a Saturday morning. I went for auditions, and then they picked me. I was just do fast forward. They picked me as Sulu. When I went to Africa for the final auditions, I told them, what's your name? I was coming from Bread of Life Church. And you know, Bread of Life in Makando used to preach hard stuff. You know, you go to Bread of Life, your life will never be the same. So when I went to Big Brother, I said, what's your name? I wanted to brand myself. I saw them, I'm Sulu International. I said, no. Is your international surname? I'm Sulu International. That's what you should tell the world. They said, no, we can call you Sulu. I said, no, okay, call me Sulu. They also refused. Then they said, okay, we'll just say Sulu. I said, okay, it's fine, but I don't like it. At least you'd have just put Sulu. So that's how Sulu came about. It's not me. It's the Big Brother guys who said, okay, we want a quick, easy, you know, celebrity is about also a name that is catchy. So they said, okay, we'll call you Sulu. I said, it's fine. In fact, they didn't tell me that you go Sulu. I just found it a branded stuff written Sulu. I said, I know I'm Sulu Pincio, so it's fine. That's how.
Maybe they were afraid that maybe there would be a lot of mispronunciation from the outside world.
Yeah, you're talking about mispronunciation. They've already misrepresented me. You see, this, I don't know why this world is like this. Already, you see, you remember that they used to call me a taxi driver.
Yes, they did.
So even what they're calling me now, the Zambians now, that was South African. They said that. I was not a taxi driver until I had to apologize on TV because I was pissed, guy. He heard when one of the conversation complained, he said, so sorry that we call you a taxi. I'm not a taxi driver. Okay, if I was a taxi driver, which rank?
Okay, but where did that come from? How did you get people, or what gave you the impression?
Good question. I told them, I ran. Chizungu Chidi, very straightforward. I don't know whether I made a mistake. I said, I ran a fleet. You know a fleet of taxis. I had about 16 taxis which were not mine. My sister and my brother-in-law. I was running them. I came from South Africa. I've been since 2002 to 2012. I used to live in South Africa. I just came in 2012 to Zambia. You understand? So now saying that, I don't know, maybe because I dreadlocks, that's why I've tried to be corporate. I've at least shaved them off. Probably people will take me serious. You know, they looked at me and said, "Is a taxi? How can I be a taxi?" And I also said it. Does it mean to be a taxi driver? Is it a demon? So I accepted it a little bit. But Transpam Timan is over at at some point. Kind 90 days, big brother. In Africa, opportunity, actually, I'm not even a taxi driver. Because how can a taxi driver be without a rank?
You know, most of the housemates that go into the Big Brother house will go with the story. No, I came from ABCD. So people were thinking maybe you ran with that story to say you are a taxi driver who has made it into the Big Brother house.
Hey, you see, they wanted to take the underdog, but do it the right way, Kaidi. They would have said the guy from Mandev, because I was coming from Mandev. Although I went to Africa, I started staying in Kablonga, but my roots, it's Mandev. You understand? I was born and bred in Mandev. That's my umbilical cord was left there in Mandev. So they would have said from Mandev to not taxi to work. Anyway, let them say what they want to say, but I would defend myself.
Okay. And well, your time within Big Brother definitely was one. I believe it was the 8th season of Big Brother Africa, The Chase.
Big Brother Chase.
Yes. And you were evicted on day 63. Yes. So that's a long time. What was your most memorable moment in that house?
Oh, each and every day was a memorable moment. You know, when you come from Kukomboni, you're just a non-entity. Because remember, all those people that were within the house, they were celebrities before Big Brother. Actually, maybe me and Pokelo, because Pokelo was a business lady, and maybe Neo and these Bigeza, were a few of us who were just underdogs. Because I remember even when they were talking about who is going to Big Brother, so that Gesh Grooves, this one, I could see on radio when I'm hearing, because they keep it a secret. When they pick you, they keep it a secret. So when I entered the house, it was a shocker for Zambia. And again, let me tell you, Zambians, we've got a very big problem.
Why do we have a problem?
What is our problem?
Tell us.
Very big problem. And this is the beginning of the show now. Let me tell you number one. Roberto. Do you know what Roberto told me? Kai, his song, what's that song, that beautiful song that he sang that was being prayed in the
Amarula. The Amarula song?
No, they're not praying Amarula. There's a nice one. I will survive.
I'm gonna make it.
Make it. I'll be the best one there. La, 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 la. So that was what they're singing. So what happened is, just after the song, he visited me in Woodlands, nice apartment, nice house. You know, I was living huge. My brother-in-law and my sister, they were rich. Me, I was not rich anyway. So he came and then he told me, fast forward. He said, Sulu, you know Zambians, when you enter the house, they wanted a face they know. So to realize that they don't know this face, they didn't like you. What did they do? They were quiet. What happened? Nigeria. I'm a dramatist. Sulu is the man. From where? Nigeria. Sulu is the man. Where? Botswana. I love this guy from Zambia. Zimbabwe. Zambians, they had to catch up. Say, but our man is being loved by other countries. You guys, you are busy trying to find out, you know, poverty mentality, a poor country like Zambia. Poverty mentality, what it does, it will bring you in a situation where, who is this guy? Where does he come from? You are debating about people are enjoying the entertainment the guy is giving. Roberto came to tell me this. So you guys, I know you very well. But
so you're also Zambian as well.
But I'm a different Zambian.
Okay. Because
look, me, if I have to tell you my inspiration was in life, it's not Beyonce or Jay-Z or who's this? Which names that are trending? Maybe Chris Brown
or Drake.
Me, the people I follow, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Che Guevara, Julius Malema, which one? Tupac Shakur. You know, me, I believe I'm a radical, I'm a realist. That's why celebrity has failed me. I'm real. In celebrity, you fake it until you make it. What's that mean? Fake what? Do you fake existence? No. Live. Me, I'm a peaceful person. It's just that people have been talking too much. They want to bring, and I'm coming back, and I'll be back. And when I come back,
they want you back.
Yes, it's them who have brought me back. I will be back, and I'm back.
Okay. All right. So now that you are back, tell us why you went off the radar after Big Brother The Chase. We did see, I'm sure you were doing some media tours with media institutions, and then after that, you just went under the radar. You went MIA.
No. You know what? It took long for me to go went MIA. What you're saying? I don't even know what is MIA.
Missing in action.
Missing in action. It took too long. Remember, it's been more than 14 years.
Yes.
I enjoyed the next 7 years of my life after Big Brother. Too much. But maybe the mistake or the good thing what I made is to do a song.
The Ruby song.
Because I was asking a person who was in 2013 in the village, then came to Nsaka in 2017, meaning in 2013 never watched Big Brother. So when I told the person I brought, I told him that I'm the one who did the Ruby. He said, oh, we danced that song. So the song is what has made me relevant up to date. Mm-hmm. Because there are a lot of Big Brother housemates, there's Marks, there's what, they're not talked about. Why bring me on scene and demonize me?
Yeah. So with the Big Brother fame that came with it, how did you receive it, you as yourself? Did you receive it as a celebrity, or did you receive it as just a person who's known and who's famous?
No. Then I enjoyed it to receive it as a celebrity. You know, it's nice to be a celebrity. No wonder a lot of people now are insulting this, insulting. You know, you can be a celebrity without insulting anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, I'll go a little bit political. For instance, if I wanted with my name, I would have been talking about either Lungu or HH. Mm-hmm. But for me right now, with my principles, if you had to ask me, Sulu, what about the government of the, a little bit of political, I will not look at HH in a demonized way. You understand? I'll look at the good. You see, this is a lesson that even Mr. President must now remember. Look at the good thing that that person is doing. Look, I'll just pick one. Free education, which HH has done. Do you know my child passed grade 7? I didn't have money to pay for school fees. But she's going to school because the president... Why can't you look at what first the president or the government of the day has done positively, then bring it on the table in terms of the other things that is not doing right? But you see, a lot of... Now, let me tell you, these so-called celebrities on social media, I'm telling you guys, don't insult to make a name. Don't tell a person... Don't take a person who's got a big name. Like, for instance, Yomaps. Look, Yomaps was in court very recently. You know, Yomaps is a young man and is also a person with feelings. You can't be talking nonsense. You're a non-entity. You want to tell him rubbish just because you want to make a name over him. Make your own name. Me, I made my... Remember, when I was in Big Brother, did I insult anyone?
No. We can't.
Are you understanding? Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I'm going to take you that far because you brought me on TV and I have to say these things. Look at something good in a person. Talk about the good about a person. Encourage that person. Encourage the head of state that you're doing a good job. But here, you can't be insulting everywhere and because you're insulting, and there isn't people sponsoring to insult the president. What is that? I'm not that low. That's why I went quiet. I can't be insulting because I just want to keep relevance. No, that's not Sulu. That's not me. Like I've told you, me, I believe in the radicalism. People that are, you know, life is too short. Mm-hmm. People of high esteem. When you look at Bob Marley, what he said, Shaku, he represented the people. Tupac. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot be a fan of this. That's why these 20-year-olds, like the Gen Zs, they don't know me. They don't know anything about me.
So now, comparing from during the time of Big Brother, the way celebrities conducted themselves and how they conduct themselves now, seeing that social media, any clip goes viral, do you think now, as artists or as celebrities, we've lost the art of being true to ourselves and just trying to get a viral moment?
Good question. You know, what I can say is that there's a very huge problem. It's like here in Zambia. I don't know about other countries, but here in Zambia. People, they think attacking a bigger figure will make you known faster. But remember that there's a moral part of your behavior that you need to concentrate on. You will make a name, but remember you have had families. What if they take your life? Do you know your life can be taken in a moment? So as you try to use social media, Zambians, as you try to use social media, use it in a positive way. See something positive in a person. See something positive in it. You can't be demonizing people that have taken so long. Look, ask Yomaps where he's coming from, who he was. You understand? For you to just wake up, who's thinking sweat, to just tell him whatever you're saying. You know, talk about Mark II.
But
These
then-
are people that have worked for this country.
So now, what about in the case of Your Maps? Him and his wife, I would say they also known, not now as much, but back then where they would retaliate and insult the people who are viewing them. Whoever insults them, they insult back on the very same social media platform.
My sister,
so is that
let me
right?
tell you, don't think that Sulu or Your Maps or Mark II or maybe say Slabdi and these other celebrities in Zambia, they're not human. They're human beings. They've just, God has just graced them with an opportunity that what they're doing is relevant. People are in tune with what they're doing. And they've worked so hard to be where they are. You can't just come and entity ununkachechi wachoka china chiwe chako kuja wabwera wambotukana muntu amene uzat yes, why can't you work your way up? You know, character assassination on social media sells faster. That's why these bloggers, they've taken, let me tell you, these bloggers, they've used, I've put them in 3 folds.
What's the first one?
The first one, bloggers, their intention was not to say where is Sulu, because it's bloggers. One of the bloggers has even said the wrong statement, said Sulu has, after winning Big Brother, has gone, did I win Big Brother?
You didn't win. You were evicted.
Mistake number one. Mistake number two, he said, no, Sulu is not, no TikTok, no, I have TikTok accounts, everything. I'm just not active. And you have just activated me. You see me. But I won't demonize anyone.
Oh, so you're not going to be responding fire for fire if they insult you?
No.
insult them back?
Me, the character is too strong. You know, me, I understand this country very well. You know, this country, it's a country where it's rich, but people behave so poorly. Let me tell you something. Look at the Rwandese who are doing their hair. How can a person come from Rwanda to come and cut hair? How can a person from Rwanda come and do hair? How can it be a glossary? Do you know what that entails me? A feedback that I get. It's Zambians are lazy. Zambians are good at begging. Instead of creating, patience here and working, they are not good. That's why a lot of people, they think when they get into politics, they'll make money. They demonize the president, the opposition will sponsor them. This is what is going on in Zambia. But me, I can't be that cheap. I would rather, that's why now it's coming back to what I'm doing now. When I was still a star, I knew that I can do a lot. Do you know that I've been a footballer before? I've played Premier League football before. You are hate to know me. Do you know that if you have even done a song, Ruby, which has gone very, it's not even local, it's international. Now, do you know that I'm an artist in terms of art, in terms of, you know what is here? I can do this. This is what I do. I've got a construction company. I started when I was even at the peak, actually today I will tell you, you have given me a platform to tell people that, give me jobs. I am a constructor. I've got construction company. If you're saying, where is Sulu? Give me jobs, you see me doing your works. Don't say, where is Sulu? I'm around. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Actually, the other thing, you Google, is it Googling or check on, no. I've been a sports director at a Liberty Rehabilitation Center. A lot of young people have become junkies, and me, I'm the one now doing the counseling at Liberty. My friend Cassius is the one who owns the rehab. I've been there for the past 1 year, helping young people that are lost. You know what? I'm a motivational speaker.
Now, Sulu, why did you decide to go off the limelight? I'm sure there were some factors that were like, because people are like Cleo Ice Queen. Cleo was in the house the same as you. Right. And she has taken that path of being a celebrity. That's her choice. And your choice was you didn't want to be in the public eye that much. Why did you decide not to be in the public eye?
You know, celebrity has got a phase. Big Brother celebrity has got a phase. Music has got a phase. Football has got a phase, like a time frame. You can't play football at 60 years old and still be a star. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I knew it when I was still big to say this thing, at some point, it will start. So what is it that is tangible that I can keep doing, even when my name is not, you understand? In fact, celebrities for me was not a full-time job, was a party time. I needed that 300,000. If you see my profile, you know what it says? It will tell you that I'm a businessman. What does a businessman do? Make money.
How much did you get from Big Brother?
I got, I calculate, $250
I have my calculator out.
Plus the, I don't know, some incentives. I got something. Do $250 by 63.
That's 15,750.
And the dish got I got about 300,000. You see, that's very little. I just used it for groceries. But it was not, if it was now, it was going to be a lot of money. But they gave me $20,000 for some other stuff.
Okay. And now, do tell us a little bit more about your work as an actor or any upcoming projects. Because you seem to be a man who does so many things.
Yes. I've got so many projects. I can't review a lot, but because of the pressure that I'm having now with people, I'm going back on entertainment.
In what manner? Do tell us.
There'll be more of TikTok stuff of what I do. I'll try to be creative enough to show people what I do and then do it in a TikTok way. But also there are some movies. I've done movies. I've done 2 movies in Nigeria.
So tell us about that journey. How did you enter into acting?
From Big Brother, the name was too big that people wanted me to do some stuff. You understand? So I was in Nigeria as a visitor. I was visiting there. Then who's this Desmond Elliott took advantage of me, featured me in a movie, a clip.
You got paid for that?
Yes, I was given a $5,000. Another one, 2 movies I featured. In Zambia there was a movie called Guilty. It was on Zambia's DSTV. Again.
Okay, that is wonderful. This is Voice of the People. You can call us up, send us your messages. If you've got any questions that you'd like to ask us, or any comments actually, you can actually speak to the man himself right now, Sulu, who's in studio with us. That's once again on 0955 997 997 or on 0979 192 485. And this is Voice of the People once again. So now you have touched on the fact that you are involved even within community projects whereby you're helping junkies get rehabilitated via the sports route.
Liberty Rehabilitation, just Google it. Liberty Rehabilitation Center is doing a very good job.
How did you enter into that particular space? What led you there?
My friend owns it, and you could see that Solo, I think I can use as a brand to speak to. And me, I'm good at counseling. I was a counselor at Bread of Life. So it was easy for me to gelling. I understand.
And now with your work with your youth so far, what have you noticed as one of the biggest things that leads them into getting into a life of being a junkie?
The biggest problem I've noticed about Zambia, even the government of the day or the governments to come, is they are wasting money in trying to help people anyhow, like Kadas, what I know. Any program that has to do with mindset change, the government should investigate about it. Zambians, the problem that we have is the mind. Young people, the mind is not ready. You can give young Zambians $100,000, 100,000 kwacha. They won't invest it. They'll blow it up. A lot of cadres in PF and the New Pendi, this is what this government of the day is facing. So you guys, we've got land, what you can do me, I can do farming. But they can't do that. Train the mind. Mindset change. Zambians youth today, even if the government changes, this country will never develop unless the the minds of a youth is changed.
All right, you can be part of the conversation. Our celebrity guest this morning of the Power Breakfast is Sulu. You can come through on 0979 192485 or 0955 997 997. In case you have any question, yes, like he said, he's back now since we wanted him back.
Yes.
And he's back in action. Now, you are also into real estate. You're also into logistics.
Yes.
So now tell us that journey, and maybe you can give us insights on how someone can go into that field as well.
No, for instance, me, when I came out of the Big Brother house, when I was still big, there was this big man who said, Sulu, I looked at his office, it was looking dirty. I was like, do you know that me, I can redecorate this place and repaint and look better? He said, fast forward. I did it. You know, you were supposed to give me 11,000 kwacha. He gave me 22. Because when I was in South Africa before Big Brother, I was in South Africa for 12 years. I went as a footballer there, it didn't work, and then I entered into construction. I used to visit my friend, so I said, building construction is easier. So I started now doing the ceiling, painting, decorations, such things, scheming. So if you want to paint your house and want to make it a home, paint it to be a home. I've got a South African touch. You understand? I do construction works. I started it simple as if I'm playing, but I've been to State House before. I've done works at State House. All the big businessmen, I won't mention them anyway, I don't like mentioning names. Big people's properties, I've done a lot of good works. But I didn't want it to associate it with my celebrity, and so I've never posted this stuff. Once in a while. But now that people are now pushing me, I will bring it into the domain to say this is what Sulu is doing. It's called a Sulu World Construction Company.
That's amazing.
Doing very well. Libat Center, rehab, doing very... So my friend has opened 2, one in Dola and one in Livingston. So, the fact that I'm not in the public domain does not mean that I'm sleeping or I'm a junkie. Like somebody told me that I'm in Mandevu. At what? What they're saying? At selling tooth. What type of statement is that? So you Zambians, you see, I'm coming back to you guys. You've got a tendency of, poverty, this is what poverty does. When you're too poor, you would want somebody who's up there to be like you. And again, it's vice versa. Don't think that they are rich in Zambia. They're also poor. Poverty mentality. When a person makes it, do you know what they do? They don't want you to be like them. How can you go out with a friend and then you buy the beer? Give your friend ram and ram. But you find in Zambia, you know what that means? It's you don't want somebody to catch up with you. You the rich don't want the rich to come. You who is poor, you want that person to come down. That's Zambia today. There is no like Nigerian mentality, West African mentality. I've made it. My friend, come. Me, look, for instance, I work with my young brother. People have told me that it's difficult to work with family. Me, I work with my young brother. This is my mentality that I have.
Actually, that does lead to my next question. How have you managed to ensure that you've got good working relations with your siblings and your family members? Because usually that's where even now the family divides for generations.
Yes,
so what do you do?
Me, my young brother, the good part is that when I was in South Africa, he visited me. I made him watch the World Cup. When Messi, when remember 2010, I was in South Africa. He came, I made him watch football. Then I took him to the construction site. I taught him how quality is. In Zambia, there's no quality in terms of painting. I swear, I'm telling you. People compromise. But me, the way I get jobs, I don't get jobs because of connection. I get jobs because of referral. Have you seen the difference? Referral means somebody has seen, Sulu has done the works, he's not even in existence. This is Sulu. This is good work. Sulu. Then the big brother income comes in. That's Sulu from big. It adds, it's also my advantage. But before, in the previous regime, for instance, I'll talk about PF, I'm not afraid to talk about things. In PF, a cadre will get a job because of what? Connection. But he can't do that job. He will now ask for a contractor to come and do what? Do the job and get a commission. And usually in the previous government, the one who's got a connection gets more money. This is why you have seen a lot of Zambians. You are saying Zambians, they run away from work, they're doing short job. No, they are forced to do a job at a price which is not the actual. But me, it's a referral. And me, I'm not cheap, my friend. If those people want to do their house, I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm speaking in tongues. Me, when you want me to come and do your job, I'll give you a quotation. First of all, the finishing paint for your house does not come from the streets. It comes from Handyman's, Decotex, or Dulux. Not Decotex. Dulux or Plascon. I tell them, quality is expensive, but it's cheap because the coverage of paint is huge. You understand what I'm saying? So in construction, I've been doing very well. I'm taking care of my family. And you asked the question that...
now, how do you maintain family relations as you're in business?
As I'm in business, it's being radical and having the right attitude. Work is work. Drinking is drinking. Joking is joking. Me, my young brother has got very good work ethics. We are not brothers when we're working. I don't pay him enough, but he has been with me for long. And now he has created this thing whereby I'm not even at work, he does a good job, we get 50-50. I used to give him peanuts, but I've said, no. How can I give peanuts to a person who is doing good? So I think 50-50 with my young brother.
How are you giving him peanuts in the first place?
Because it was not easy. I have got more pressures than him.
Well, we have received a message saying, "Morning, it's Manly. Mr. Sulu, we know you are wealthy, but try not to put a lot of boasting in your discussion because your fans are listening."
Am I boasting? You see the problem with when you're saying the truth, it looks like you're boasting. No, that's a very good observation. Because me, I talk with boldness. I don't talk like, I'm a good guy, I can do. No, me, I talk like a lion. I said, yes, I'll be able to do this. And actually, you see, that's the statement. It's you people who have brought me here. I was quiet, I was at peace. Yes, it's a fan, so I respect fans. And remember, also these fans, they just voted for me. They never made me a celebrity.
What do you mean by that? How does somebody become a celebrity? In Zambia, to be precise.
In Zambia, it's very difficult. It's not Zambia that made me a celebrity. Do you know that? Now I'm telling you the truth, because you don't know.
So you're saying nobody from Zambia voted for you in the Big Brother?
No, voting and making me is different. Look, I went for a international platform to
That's an
audition.
essay.
I didn't go for audition to Power TV to do what programs do you do here?
So many programs.
Yes, like no, there's that celebrity thing. No, me, I went to Big Brother. They came at Intercontinental. There was no Zambian on the panel. I believe me, if there was Zambia, maybe I was not going to even be picked. So when I went to Big Brother, the Zambians saw that now I'm in the house. They supported me. I have good respect for the support. But they should not behave as if they made me.
So you're saying nobody from Zambia supported you enough for you to be there?
No, I'm saying Zambians supported me when I was already now on the platform. Look, let me tell you, there's a statement, I don't know if I've said it. There's some Big Brother that picked me. They said something. They said, Sulu, come. You are now a huge, big figure. You need a manager, you need this. But listen. See what I mean? They don't look at business. They look at personal. Zambians, you are too personalized.
Actually,
My main point I'm trying to say is that there is already, when you're a celebrity, there are a lot of celebrities in Zambia. They are being marginalized. They are being demonized. Baba Fienga. Jealousy. When you're poor, you're jealousy.
So should they leave Zambia maybe for their talent to be recognized to its full extent?
Which is very difficult. Me, I've been in South Africa for 5 years. Do what the South Africans told me that, no, you can do better in your own country. And when you go to your own country, they don't give you that opportunity.
Is that why you went corporate?
No. Me, when it's a book, this telenovela, this is people for my friends. It's just my personal decision. Let me just. Otherwise, if I want to be in Pali, I've got friends in Pali. They can easily put me there. If I want to be, it's not even difficult.
But sometimes, don't you think you...
I have to be humble enough to follow them. Why should they follow me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have to be humble to follow them. It's just I've never followed. I've never even followed, not even one. So it's not, this thing that you've brought me into. It's Zambians. They are there, and I love it, and I'm humbled. Where they are missing me and they're hating. Some of them, they're telling me bad stuff, not to hate me, but to when you tell a person the truth, you make them angry. And when they're angry, they'll do what? They'll react. But the secret is, how do you react? Negatively or positively? So for me, I'll use it positively. I've seen it's not about that they hate me. I love my country. They love me. They voted for me. They did a lot for me. They fought for me. You understand?
And when we look at most of the people that win these competitions, we see them going under the radar as well. Not that you won, but we see that they might be doing some other stuff. Most of the people that won Big Brother, I would say a few of them have diverted into the celebrity space, and most of them go...
Celebrity. It's those that never won, like me. Why
is it like that most of the time?
No. When you didn't win, you take advantage of the name, the brand. So and in Nigeria, Nigeria, the good part about it, you live out of Big Brother. There are endorsements, and there is also a program for you. In Zambia, you know what they will say?
Is that what happened when you got out?
No, me, when I got out, I did a lot. For instance, there's a movie called Guilty, which was on Zambia's Magic. It ran for a long time.
Yes.
And I went to Nigeria, and I was doing a lot of stuff. Airtel gave me... Ruby was a ringtone in 7 countries. Zambia, Malawi. The only countries where they didn't make it a ringtone, it's Nigeria and South Africa. And you see, that's where the huge money is. Have you seen Africa that we are not united? Because that song was supposed to be Africa, continental. But where there are numbers like Nigeria, they refused. But in Kenya, actually the money that I made the most was in Tanzania. It was a ringtone, Ruby song.
How much was that?
When I went to Big Brother, when I went to Airtel, they told me, Sulu, what can we do for you? I said, I can sing a song. So give me tomorrow. I said, Mr. Sulu, you can't make a song in one day. We're giving you a week. Then I was garavanting. I met Salma and Tivo. Tivo said, God is telling me. That's why God is real. God is telling me that you should do a song with my wife. I said, I laughed. You know, Sarah, when God said that you're going
Just call us up as well. That's on 0955 997 997 or on 0979 192 485. If you want to speak to Sulu himself, he is live in studio right now. And actually, I'd say playing off the message that we did receive, is there ever a moment whereby you were just being yourself, you're confident, but people take that as, oh, now you're boasting, you're trying to fight me, and they end up cutting you, or they end up taking away?
Actually,
that ever got you in trouble, actually, is what I want to say.
Too much. My mouth has blessed me and also demonized me. Okay. My mouth is a blessing and a curse in the same time. Because I say it as it is. Like I told you about people that I believe in. You can tell my mindset. It's more radical, it's more logical, you know. I've had encounters where people said, you're so as invader. But no, it's confidence. You need to separate. Me, I'm a very humble person. But I don't know why I'm even explaining myself. Look at me in the Big Brother House story. I was not the favorite of Africa. I was a friend of everybody. No. Let me say what I'm saying. I was a friend of everyone in the house. They could not find, like, you know what I mean? Sorry, I've used that word. But you see, they could not be like, we want to shanshan. You know what I mean? But it was like, but this fire is only. They know the potential I have, not even me. I think I don't know my potential.
So
it's Zambians.
What's in store for the Zambians? What are you going to be working on now that you're
The
back?
immediate thing is TikTok. I'll do a press statement when I go to the rehab over the weekend. We do sports. You know, we bring to the rehab, we bring students from different colleges to just hype the guys. It's just male rehab. To hype the guys, they feel good. The guys sometimes find the sasamba the whole week. But I can magero. Yeah, so what's going to happen is when I go there, I'll do the press briefing to tell them what is in store.
Okay, Sulu, to cut you off short, we have a call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Who are we speaking to?
Maponga.
All right, go ahead with the contribution, Maponga.
Hello, my brother.
How are you?
No, I've been good. I can't complain.
You are breaking, Maponga, unfortunately. Can you kindly move somewhere where we can get you clearly?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I mean, from the conversation, I heard the school saying he's working with somebody who owns the rehab center. But I must say, out of my own observation from this show, Mr. Sulu needs to be himself.
Can you repeat that? We can hear you.
I'm saying, out of my own observation, I feel like Mr. Sulu needs rehab himself.
In which context?
Sorry?
In which context? I need rehab. In which context?
He needs rehab himself.
You explain in which context. Rehab, there is a context. People go to rehab are people who are now dangerous to the society. Am I dangerous to the society?
No, not really dangerous exactly, but I feel like he's being consumptive, either alcohol or drugs, and you need rehab himself. The way I'm talking, I can pick that from rehab.
Oh, yes, I drink. But, I mean, is it wrong to drink alcohol?
It's not, but, I mean, there's just drinking alcohol and abusing alcohol.
Yeah, I'm abusing alcohol, so I did to go there. Thank you for your contribution, my brother. Thank you.
You too can call us up. You can send us your messages. That's once again on 0955 997 997 or even on 0979 192 485. And in studio, we do have with us Mr. Sulu. And he's a man that I would say describes himself as somebody who loves people, and we can see that.
Yeah.
You've got a zest for life, and
Yes.
that is evident for sure. And one of your base traits is that the fact that your character and your enjoyment of company of others.
Yes,
You
yes,
come with joy for sure. And so now, can we expect another song, another hit maker this year?
A song. It's. I think I need to do it, because what has made me relevant to this far, I think it's a song. Because if there wasn't that Ruby song, people would have just a number of people that have been in the house. But why me talked about the most? So feedback. It's wisdom. It's easy. You can tell that people are giving you a clue over something, and you need to tap into that. When you tap into it, you use it, you succeed. So this, me, I'm not taking it negative. Even what he's saying, I mean, these are people who can say what they want, but it's not even making sense, because at the end of the day, a person who is helping people at the rehab should need rehab. Me, the problem with me is that I talk. I am aggressive and I say things. So maybe probably he's misunderstanding me, because a lot of people have said, why are you shouting? My voice is too striking. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand him, but at the end of the day, it's just having the good feedback, which even if somebody is giving you bad energy, you need to use that to your advantage to see if people can talk about you, then you are relevant.
Okay. And
People don't talk about people who are not relevant.
And so now my question is, my next one, seeing as you're saying maybe you might come into the music scene once again, who are your top 3 Zambian artists who you'd love to collaborate with? Sulu and who? Featuring?
Salma is always on the side, but there's your maps. It's just that it's expensive, but those are the people. Because me, I just want to have an impact, not to be an artist to make. You can make and actually, let me even promise you, it will have a South African beat.
We're gonna go Amapiano.
Club bang, yes, it will be club bang.
When can we expect this to happen?
I can't promise, but looking at the pressure I'm having, anytime soon. Okay. Maybe December soon.
December soon.
December song, so that the people dance to it towards the end of the year. But I'll do something. I'm telling you, definitely I'll do something.
Have you been in contact with the people that you were in the house with?
Too much. We talk almost each and every week. I was with Maria. I was supposed to go to her wedding. She's getting married, and she got married. I wasn't there. They complained. They said, Sulu is missing here. They were playing my song at her wedding. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Check on social media. What I'm saying, it's already on social media. I don't say things that I wish. And the good part about this life, you can't talk much. Although me, I talk too much. You can't talk much, because what you are saying should be visible. For me, my content is on social media. Probably that's what has brought me even to this station, because people are saying, but this guy, what has happened? I'm around, I'm doing fine, I've got a baby boy, my wife is expecting, I've got a daughter, beautiful. I wish I could have come with people, as so handsome.
So now that you're back, how are you sure you're not going to disappear again? Again, if you go ahead and get all that recognition that he's back, and then again you disappear.
A wise person learn once. Me, this is a very tough lesson. It came some time back. I was not responding to it. I was just delaying. But after some time, I realized that I think these people are saying the truth.
What truth is that?
The impact that I made with the quietness doesn't collaborate. They expected more from the impact that I made. You see, people go to Big Brother, make an impact. And then people understand that, he was in Big Brother. But me, look, that platform which I performed, Big Brother platform, that's where at some point, Snoopy performed. A long time ago, Big Brother used to bring American artists. Snoopy performed on that platform. I think, if not mistaken, even Brandy. You understand what I'm saying? If you brand somebody or something big from. So me to perform there, people are like, if this guy can perform here, then this guy must be big. You understand? I understand. Not me. People have told me, have given me the feedback. So if you can have that impact of that magnitude and go in oblivion like this, we are not going to accept. That's Zambians now. They are failing to accept the reality of me going quiet. So it's actually My coming back, it's not going to be like Zambians want me. Even me, maybe I think I want. Let me be very realistic with you. You know what I mean? Let's not pretend to say when you're famous, it's just difficult. No, although, yes, it's difficult to be famous in Zambia, but it's a good thing. I feel good when people say, it's so low. I said, what's up? It has even gone quiet because I've gone, you understand what I mean?
Okay, this is Voice of the People. You can call us up, send us your messages. That's once again on 0955 997 997. But also, you can reach out to us on 0979 192 485. We have received another message, and it's saying, good morning, Imwe. You need rehab. Your behavior isn't that of a normal human being. It hasn't come with a name, unfortunately. Once again, what is your response to that?
You know, I don't understand Zambians. Why are they not talking about the good things that I've said? How many things have I said? Have you seen they were the ones who need rehab? Have you seen? Because me, I'm not attacking anyone. I've not insulted anyone. There are people on social media that are too much of character assassination. I'm not attacking anyone. But them, they're coming. This is why I've told you that me, you see, what made me a star was not Zambians. This is the content you have from Zambians.
Till now, Sulu, are you ready to get back on social media with these types of comments or these types of people?
They're doing a good job. I'm the type of a person who, when you say nice things about me, I'll just say, this is my friend. But when you say bad things, I'll prove to you what I am, what I'm capable of doing. You, look, I was not an artist. I did a Ruby Ruby song. There are some artists in Zambia that have sung songs like 20, they are not known. Me, the song Ruby Ruby. Go to Nigeria, say this song, they will know it. I'm not boasting, it's the fact. Ask me a question, how did you manage to do that song? Creative arts.
Now, if you retaliate now, if you come back on social media, don't you think you'll be going against what you said about people not, especially celebrities, shouldn't be arguing with artists or their fans?
No, I didn't say that. Me, I'm supporting your maps for taking people to. Look, these are the type of people you have to put in their place. That's why even the government has brought in cyber bullying. People are overdoing it. This soul you see is a human being. One day you'll be dead. Why can't you say something good about me? Why?
So nobody has said anything good about you?
Just from the two of course. No, we are here. Mm-hmm. I need rehab. To do what? Mm-hmm. This is the Zambians. So it's not me. The picture itself is giving you the Zambians. These people probably find that they are suffering.
Do you think
they're using their because they would have chosen to say, but Sulu, keep it up with the song. Why are you not, like what you're saying, why are you not doing another song? But their children say, I need which rehab? Have I told you that I want?
Are you ready for social media? Are you ready to come back in full?
I'm ready, but there will be a fight.
You'll be fighting with them on social media?
No, there will be a good fight.
Now, you will be getting these types of comments
and
in your comment sections, especially social media.
Look, me, I have to, do you know how I'm going to face this type of conversation? Mm-hmm. It's by proving them wrong. Do you know how I'm going to prove them wrong? Do something that is good for the country. I've already represented Zambia very well. Nobody has ever said that, Sulu, you messed up in the house. Go and see the history of me in the house. Do you know why? Do you know what I was tempted to make love? Sorry, let me use this. To make love in the house. I was like, I thought, no. I can't do this nonsense in this house. Let me hold myself. I'm a human being. I'm a man of God. I held myself on. There are people in Big Brother that have done bad stuff. I didn't do porn in Big Brother. But you say, I want rehab. Which rehab? To do what? Me, I'm helping my friend to help young people in rehab, but they're saying I need it. So it's giving you a clue that Zambians, probably they are just suffering. So that hate that they harbor, they want to vent it on someone else. That's why when they home ups, they're defending.